How's it going, YouTube? Smiggles back again. Just a recent topic that's come up that Microsoft wants to have upgradable consoles. Now, when I thought about this, initially I was like, oh, that's actually not a bad idea. This wouldn't be bad to have a console that you can upgrade over time, make it last a bit longer, save people having to buy a new console. But then I started thinking that that kind of defeats the purpose of, the video game console race and the whole market that it's in. Like, you imagine people out there, like, people that initially, I suppose I'm included, that jumped in and said, yeah, that's a great idea, are people who collect a lot of different consoles and they have, a PC as well, they like gaming on and everything else. And they like that idea of having something that can be upgradable. But if you think of someone who, goes in and buys a PS4 an Xbox One or Wii U or whatever they want to buy, they want to have one investment. They want to just buy the one console and that's it until the next one. They don't want to spend any more money on upgrades, and it's the reason why they probably don't, play PC games. Or well, not that they don't play PC games, but they're not into PC gaming as much. Is because they don't want that, expense on themselves. They want to have to be able to buy just that one system and enjoy the gaming on it. No, it's not just like people pointing the finger at Microsoft. Like, Sony are guaranteed they're going to be looking into this, and Nintendo and everyone else, and other people like, Valve and with their Steam box and all these other things. They're all going to be looking into this now to see, well, yeah, that could be a viable option. But at the minute, like, if you said, right, the Xbox One is going to be more powerful, like, people are all fucking going crazy as well, saying, oh, does that mean the Xbox One is going to go away and da 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 da? No, well, like, it'd be a stupid idea from Microsoft to do that because, an awful lot of people do have an Xbox One, and to turn around and say, well, your console is now obsolete and the next Halo game or the next Forza will not play on your system unless you trade it in and get the other one, and there'll be no point in trading it in because no one's going to want to buy it. So, like, unless they brought out, like, some type of box that you plugged into it and it made it more powerful. But then that's also dangerous because then you're going back to the old Sega territory of the 32X and the CD and those type of things, where you're putting a system on life support to keep it going. And, I don't think they're going to do that. I think they're looking to the future for the next generation, that can we make a system that's upgradable over time, that you can, like, well, I suppose if you look at the PS4, you can rip the hard drive out of that and pop in a terabyte one or more, or 2 terabyte hard drive. You can just pop one in, just instantly change, your memory. And I suppose they're looking into that. They're looking into, can we change this? Can we have, a simple system where you just pop something out and pop something back in? But then it goes back to the same argument, like, do people want that in the console market? It's fine for PC. PC is fine. It's always been about having a system that you can upgrade, you can pop parts out, pop new ones in, and that's always just been the way with PC. But console was always a safe thing that you just bought the thing, you brought it home, you plugged it in, that was it, game over. You had your system, whether it be for the next 2 years, 4 years, 7 years, 10 years, wherever. Like, they're aiming for these systems to be a 7-year generation. I can't see that happening, although it's what people have gotten used to. But at the same time, you say, well, we gotten used to that. Well, then get used to people on the PC side just fucking continuously bitching at you, saying your consoles are pieces of shit. Like, give it another year and then you're just going to see every game on PC, literally everything and anything will be much better than these systems. Like, these systems are fine for what they are, but they're just not there. So yeah, like, it's something that people have pointed out, like, oh, well, Xbox are putting this forward. Well, it's not. Like, PlayStation have talked about it as well. Sony, sorry. They've been speculating, like, can we make something that's upgradable? I think it would be a bad move in a console market because, it's just a way for them to save money, because you can buy parts, if you're going to upgrade, say, the graphics card in a PlayStation 5 and an Xbox, fucking whatever you want to call it, like, 740 or whatever the fuck they want to call it. But if you're going to have upgradable parts, then it's very easy to buy all those things in bulk and then save on making a whole new gaming system and new technologies and this, that, and the other. So like they'd be looking at getting the longevity pushed up to like almost nearly a 15 bloody year system, and you'd have this old battered looking machine sitting in your house, and you're like, why the fuck am I still having this bloody black thing sitting here? Like, it just looks terrible now. It's outdated looking, you know. Like, imagine if you put the Xbox One like hardware into like the original Xbox, or put the PS4 stuff into like a Sega Saturn or something like that, and you're looking at it now and you'd be like, Jesus Christ, that thing looks bad, you know. Like, so at least with PC, when you move forward, you can get newer games cases what am I saying, new towers and new that you can have that, you know, spruce it up, make it look nice and shiny and new again and everything. With a console, you're not going to have that. You know, you're going to have this thing of just sitting there looking the same. You're just popping parts in and out. So I think they're looking at saving on the big production values, or production costs, of making an entire system from scratch again. And they're just trying to, you know, snowball ideas out there and see if something comes forward that all the fans are going to like. But I don't think this is it. But it's actually, it shows they're thinking of different things. And just wanted to talk about it there in the video. And I hope you liked it. And give a like, give a comment on what you think about the whole situation. And if you like my channel, give me a subscription. And I'll talk to you guys in another video. Good luck.